Hey guys, and welcome back for another content of Ragnarok M Classic. And in this video, I would like to discuss the class that is underrated in terms of popularity and often call them as a grinding slave. But in my opinion, they are one of the most fun classes that I have ever played, since they can heal, DPS, and resurrect at the same time, which I think are much more needed in parties. This is the guide for wanderers, or what we call performers. In this guide, we will be discussing the Raging Storm build, or what we originally call as the SRS or the Severe Rainstorm. This skill is an upgraded version of the Arrow Shower, which deals massive AoE damage. So without further ado, let's start with the stat allocation. We need to max the dexterity first to increase our P attack. This will also scale with the heals. Then next would be the intelligence. Maybe around 80 to increase our SP regen, SP pool, and also increase a bit of our P attack, which I will tell you why. Then the rest is on the vitality. Next, we go to our skills. Here, max the Owl's Eye, Butcher's Eye, Arrow Shower, and Elemental Arrow. For dancers, get level 5 Humming, then level 1 Eternal Chaos. This is optional. Level 2 Service for you. Level 10 War Drum. This will increase your teammates' attack and def by 10%. Level 5 Chilling Scream. This will greatly help you in the large-scale PvP like War of Imperium because it has 80% of stunning the targets in an area for 5 seconds. Then level 10 Practice Dance and level 1 Moment of Adaptation to cancel your performance. Then the rest is up to you. If you are still a dancer, you might consider maxing out the Arrow Flurry so you can grind monsters. In this preset, we will not get the Mr. Gold is Rich because that is for grinding purpose only. You should max this one for your other presets for grinding. Anyways, the brown colored skills are the ensemble skills, meaning you need to use this along with the bards and the circle will just stay on the ground. It will not follow, unlike the solo skills that are labeled as green. For Gypsy, get the level 10 Arrow Vulcan, level 10 Proficient Dancing, level 1 Illusion Puppet. You don't need to max this one because it will only increase the duration. Now, what this Illusion Puppet does is to summon a puppet of their counterpart class. Meaning, if you are a Gypsy, this puppet will be a Minstrel, then vice versa. So then you will not be needing a Bard or Minstrel in a party for you to activate the ensemble skills, which is very efficient. Then next, we got the level 10 Nibelungen Ring. This will be 10 times better than the War Drum because it gives Pen and M-Pen stats, which greatly increases your party members' damage. Level 5 Don't Hold Me Back so you can freely run around the circle when you are performing ensemble skills. And then level 4 Encore. For the Breakthrough, get the level 10 Arrow Shower. That makes it to level 20 now. So why are we leveling up this skill to max? That is because your Raging Storm skill multiplier is based on your Arrow Shower's damage. So we need to pump this up. For the Dancer, add level 10 Practice Dance to add another damage increase percentage by 10%. Then for Gypsy, add level 5 on Proficient Dancing and level 5 to Arrow Vulcan. That makes it to job level 70. Then for the Wanderer, get Song of Return first. Just level 1 would be great so you can resurrect your party members. Shield Resonance also level 1 just to help with some healing. And then you can max the Raging Storm. This will be your main damage skill. After that, get the Metallic Sound to level 5. Metallic Sound is only single target, but it can inflict 100% stun chance for 6 seconds. That is quite long. And then after that, max the Shield Resonance. And then get the level 10 Performance class. This will greatly increase your SP and SP recovery. And in addition, it will also increase your Arrow Vulcan by a 10%. After that, you can now max your Arrow Vulcan, so we will have a single target skill. This will be your other skill options when there's a lot of Land Protectors of Sages. And then you can now max the Song of Return, then the rest will be up to you. Then for PvP skills are the Nature's Grace, Combat Proficient, Battle Instinct, and your active skill is the Berserker. For gears, you can just use the Adventure Master gear and refine it to plus 12. They are honestly good, knowing that you can gain a lot of Ignore PDF stats in this set. But there are two gears that you should replace once you get to 3rd job, and that would be the weapon and the armor. The weapon is the Chemity Whip. This weapon will increase your Raging Storm by 2% per refine, so it's better if you have higher refines for this one. Here I got the plus 10, so my Raging Storm damage is plus 20%. For the card options, you have the Rain of Arrow, Maple Fairy Isma, Fione Star card, or use the Elemental, Racial, and Size card. Then the armor is the Elegant Uniform. As of now, you don't need high refines for this one, as it shows already here that it will increase your Arrow Shower damage and Raging Storm damage by 10%. And for the card options are the Moonak Star, Archer Skeleton Star, or Tara Frog. For your endgame offhand gear, you have two options. The Rosa Bracelet to add another Ignore P def by 25%, or the Nice Bracelet to add additional range P damage plus 15%. In my opinion, Rosa will be much better if you have a low Ignore P def. But if you manage to get 80 to 100% P def, then Nice Bracelet will be a better option. And for the card options are the Tara Frog Star, Lude Star, or Lunatic Star. For your endgame garment will be the Ancient Cape for the Ignore P def and additional P attack when refining reaches to plus 8 and plus 12. For the card options are the Deviling card, Toad Star, but my best choice will be the Dark Archer. For the endgame shoes is the Rune Boots, as it has P attack stats along with the healing received, and you can furtherly increase this when you tier up. For the card options are the Wasteland Lord or the Fallen Bishop. Your endgame accessory will be the Dogtooth Gloves. I don't advise you to replace your Adventure Necklace for this one in this early game since you really need Ignore P def, but once you get more Ignore P def, then it's time to use the Dogtooth Gloves. For the card options are the Zipper Bear Star, Taru, or Zerom. For headwear, you can use the Frostwinter Whisper because it is slotted, and I think you can only obtain this through limited skin shop. For other options, you have the Majestic Goat for more Ignore P def, or the Caviar Sushi. For the card options are the Andre Star and the Rocker Star. Facewear is the Mr. Scream, and try to refine this one for more P attacks. Mouthwear is the Bone in Mouth for penetration. Backwear is the Terrible Tornado for the movement speed and another skill damage plus 4%. And then the tail is the Ice Reach Sculpture for Ignore P def and attack stats. Now for the Aesir Monument. If you are already a Wanderer, you should now reset your Aesir and then prioritize these runes. First will be the Raging Storm Empower, and then Arrow Shower Empower, Ignore Def, Int Switch. This rune will convert some of our intelligence stats into a P attack stats. That is why we also increase our intelligence. Elemental Arrows, and then the Fire Arrows. This will only take effect when you equip a Fire Arrows or use a Fire Converter like Flameheart. Then after that, you have the options to go for the Raging Storm range, Play Guard, Play Increased Spiritual Recovery, Shield Resonance Recover, and if you like small scale PvP, you can get the Tarot cards. For the pets, you have the options to go for Peko Peko, Baby Desert Wolf, and Jurltish. But the best pet you may have is the Watchdog Man from the One Punch Man collab freebies. For your food buffs, Original Wheel Seafood Soup will be universal, but for PvP is the Original Wheel Fish Kebab. Then for the meals are the Dex Meal, Int Meal, and Vite Meal. And now let's test the damage with our current progression. We'll try to use food buffs. As of now, this character can only stack 4 dishes. So my thoughts on this class is, they are very fun to use as you can heal, DPS, and resurrect your teammates. But do keep in mind that if you want to be a semi-DPS healer, you will still need a priest to keep your party alive. Well, at least the priest will get some help resurrecting teammates. The Raging Storm is also quite strong and has a large AoE too, which is a big help for crowd of monsters. If you want to be a full-fledged support performers, then you should not build this one, as it needs to be more tankier and more cautious with every fights. If you want me to do a full support Wanderer, then kindly comment down below. If you find this video helpful, then please leave a like. Also subscribe to support my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe and have an awesome day. Lights out.